Look at all these people coming up in here, up in here. Okay, well, wow, it jumped up to like 145 in 2.5 seconds. Love it, love it, love it. Well, good evening, everybody. Today is Monday, August 21st, and I'd like to welcome you to the DTCA Opportunity Call. We do this every Monday at the same time, same channel. I'm Jacqueline. For those of you who do not know me, I'm an MSI here, been around these parts for about 5.5 years and absolutely love this program. If you are not in it, you need to really sit back and learn. This particular call for this evening is all about how to get involved, whether you become a customer or if you want to join in with like a lot of us and make this a business opportunity. It's fabulous. The wines are absolutely outstanding. And tonight we have presenting this to us, a great opportunity to us, as our very own CEO, Mr. Rory Rickard. So Rory, take it away, baby.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackie. And welcome, everyone. We're going to have some fun today. We are in full marketing launch of, I call it the DTC expansion. So direct to consumer is what we're about, direct to consumer from manufacturer to the home. And we started building this with our incredible, amazing wine club. And I'm just going to start out with that and kind of cover what that is. And by now you should have seen, videos explain the wine program, how it works, and how it's associated with everything here. And I always, I like to let everybody know, like all roads lead to wine for me. And the experience and journey of creating a true fine wine happens to be a very good parallel for a lot of things that happen in life. For instance, when you have one of our bottles of wine and you get it in your hands, it is a minimum of 6 years in creation before that bottle was even able to be shipped to you. In some cases, it's more like 10 years. So we'll call it 6 to 10 years based on the varietal. And that's because the minerals that are created in the grapes in the right process are several years in the make in the vines. Our vines are not new vines. We get vines from amazing relationships with farmers and the growers of the actual grapes that we use out of Napa and Sonoma Valley. These are long-time relationships that are paired with our winemakers. Our winemakers are commissioned liquid artists. They are the best of Napa and Sonoma Valleys, and they literally come to the clean warehouse where everything is made and with love, and they oversee it in that facility. And this is a clean facility. This is very tight on conditions. It is where all the wine is stored in barrels when it's in barrels, vats when it needs to be in the vats, and the proper containers for the different varietals of wine and their different processes of how the wine's made, whether it's the filtration process and then back into aging, or it's being aged in oak or aged in other types of woods for the characteristics that creates. All of that is done in this one clean, big, huge warehouse. That's also where our bottling facilities are. And then we have a truck, and that truck takes the bottles when they're bottled and labeled around the block, basically about 1.5 miles down the road, to our shipping warehouse, which is where everything is picked and packed and then shipped right to your door through UPS and temperature controlled carriers from the Napa point to, within 2 miles or 3 miles of the final destination with UPS to your door during high heat and high cold, right? So literally pretty much a little more than half the year, depending on the year of climate. It's done that way. And other times it's just done through UPS because the temperatures are fine, where it's not going to affect this amazing, delicate, perishable, fine wine, right? That doesn't do well in extreme colds or extreme heats. And these wines are true to form, made the way they were intended. So they take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years based on the varietal and what goes on in that process, in addition to the time the minerals are in that vine. And I bring this up because this is not the experience you're going to get with any wine you pretty much get in the grocery store or the wine stores or the liquor stores, unless you're going to a very fine, wine where they're sourcing the right wines, then you're usually paying several $100s a bottle. Our wines are made and if we were to sell them in the normal traditional retail manner, it would be $120 a bottle at the store. Now, we don't sell that way. We are direct to consumer, meaning it goes right from the warehouse to your door, and we all pay shipping no matter what. So there's shipping costs, but we get the value of the wine at an unbelievable fraction of what it'd be in the retail because there's no middlemen, no redistribution points. It's literally manufactured to your door. Now, the opportunity comes in where we rely on our ambassadors, our brand ambassadors that are representing our Wine of the Month Club and the other opportunities that we have under the umbrella of direct-to-consumer ambassador. And our Wine of the Month is what we proved this model out with. If we can take something like wine, a true fine wine, and take the price points from 120 on up and deliver it properly to your door in safety and the convenience of UPS and FedEx here in the US at an amazing value, that in itself is valuable. And it's a great service to offer. But in addition to that, we created an amazing opportunity to reward word of mouth referrals and as customers and ambassadors that could represent our brand and build up clients. Now, keep in mind, we are not selling wine from our basement. We're not selling wines out of our house. We're not resellers. We're not wholesalers. We are literally brand ambassadors to connect the service of Wine of the Month coming to your door and getting paid very well for doing so. And the whole model is based on, we're going to send you new wines every month. And if you like those wines, you're going to order a custom case because once the wines are gone, they'll never be available again. They're gone. The next ones come out the next month and so on and so forth. And if you really like a wine when it comes out and you hesitate to order a custom case, don't be shocked when the wine is gone. You have to wait till the next varietal come out, and the next varietal will not taste the same. It'll be a completely unique experience, even though it's probably the same grapes and the same vines, but a year later, a different season, a whole season later. And the thing about that is, as those wines are created, they're created with the amazing skins and the juices of these grapes that have different composition, even though they're from the same location year by year by year by year. And that is one of the most magical parts about wine, is that you get those different attributes of those wines year to year. And you can literally do what they call a vertical tasting. This is something we offer in our Wine of the Month Club because we're bringing new varietals out the following year. For instance, we have it's a new release that we've been working on for Sauvignon Blanc. So you guys Sauvignon Blancs it was one of the most amazing wines. We really upped our production on that because it just goes so well in the summer heat. And it's a really good, wine to really explore with. And so if you have bottles of the current one, there's a new one that's going to be coming out, and you want to do a vertical tasting and notice the difference year to year. The same with the Ricard Merlot. If you happen to have any of the previous Ricard Merlots, this is our third release. Same with the Nile Eddy Pinot Noir. I think we're on. Well, we've done 2 releases. We've done 3 releases now. 2 releases. Yeah, there's a third one coming, right? We know that. So when that third one comes, you can actually do a vertical tasting of 3. The Donna Walker Cabernet Sauvignon, Antony Cabernet Sauvignon, same thing. Same winemakers, same release, different wine every year because of how it's created. Same winemakers, same fruits, just those different mineral compositions. And that is what the value of what I just explained there is literally priceless, and why wines are worth so much when they're made right. Well, we're delivering proper wines, and we're delivering it in year to year fashion to where we can actually enjoy that benefit. Now, as far as competition, there's 2 other types of Wine of the Month clubs. One of them is more of a seasonal or regional one. It's done with the actual winery. You become a loyal customer of theirs, and you get the new releases, which is usually maybe they release 2 different times a year, every 6 months, maybe every quarter. Okay, not every month. They usually don't have a monthly release because it's just when they release their new varietals based on what they are. They might have like a summer release, a spring release, usually a fall release, and so 3 to 4 a year depending on the winery, and that's a specific one. And it's pretty much full retail, pretty expensive. It's nice. Tanny and I have had those for years, and And that's a model that exists. And and you're not going to get much of a variety because you're just going to get what they release. And that started this game a long time ago and proved the value of it out. Then we had the Wine of the Month Club that came out roughly after 2016, and you see these everywhere, and they're private labeled. So Wall Street Journal does it, Better Homes and Gardens, XYZ, ABC, DEF, they all do these, and it's the same company that ships out the wines. They're white labeled, but these are discontinued, overrun wines, basically wines that do not sell in the normal retail outlets, and they discount these wines and send them out there. And there's a reason people usually don't reorder, and they try it once, and the wines are harsh. They are the mass-produced wines that you're going to get for $6.99 in the store. There's a reason those wines sell for that much, and most wines in the stores, and 85% of the wines in the market, which is almost every wine you're going to get in your grocery store, are made through conglomerates. Conglomerate-owned manufacturing, and conglomerates went and bought up great names, great family vineyards that did it the right way, and then they mass produce it, and it's really creating a wine beverage. They don't age it the right way. They're not doing it in that form. They speed the process up, add additives to trick us that they created natural tannins and the legs of the wine and all these things, and the oak tasting. They put flavors so it tastes like it's aged in oak. And these ingredients they put in there, if you knew what they were, you would probably not want to consume them. But they don't have to list them. All they have to list is that there's sulfites on the wine. Well, we have to list it too. We have sulfites in our wine. The difference is our sulfites are created naturally in the fermentation and winemaking process, because we take the years to do it right. When a conglomerate does it and they speed up the process, the sulfites don't get created. So they have to inject artificial sulfites as the preservative, and that's what gives people headaches. Artificial, our body has to fight to process them, uses a lot more resources, usually dehydrates us and creates fatigue and wear on our body, as opposed to the natural sulfites, which your body just assimilates just fine and there's no issue. Natural, artificial. Most of us don't like artificial. It doesn't even sound right. But that's what they put in the wines. And I've always been able to say this, and I've had quite the responses back. But if this sounds outrageous, like, Rory, they wouldn't mess with our wines. No one would do that. They're making proper wine. Just do this. Just go do a Google search, arsenic in wine. Just do a search for that. And then it's going to open up a whole world for you that's going to make you wonder what you've been drinking. Check out the labels. And that's what they got caught with. They got caught using not an approved ingredient, and how many other ingredients do they put in there? And it's unbelievable what they do. They literally have changed it. And they do it in the food industry all the time. They do it to our honey. They do it to all sorts of our, they've been messing with things. And and our whole passion and mission here is to create fine wines, deliver them to the world, and protect that at all costs, so we can have the wines the way they're meant to be. So we get the medical benefits from it, and we get benefits as ambassadors to this. And in addition to that, we've now branched out, and under the DTC umbrella, we now have direct to your home education, which is done through Brainfood. I'm going to show this, guys. In case you guys haven't seen this, I got to show this. So you're going to see this change. So this stands for, this is under the DTC umbrella. We have RAM, which is residual affiliate marketing. So we sell a lot of other products that are in the direct-to-consumer path. And we have Brain Food Academy. And then obviously under this, we have our Wine of the Month Club. This is Brain Food Academy. You guys should check it out. It's coming along really good. All the grades are there. This shows the stuff that's there. We have links to market to this, and we're taking this to the world and really, really growing this out. I mean, this is something that's been in the make since 2017. We are now in full launch, and it's going to be, a great couple of years as we really establish this and continue to market it. And it's going to be, decades of growth to get it to some great market share and realization on it. As I always teach everybody, the law of marketing is real, and we got to go out there. Also, there is 37 million homeschoolers. That's technically our marketplace, is people that are getting trained at home and want to get access to better teachers, better curriculum. And if we only get 1% of those, as we've been having in our meetings, that's 37,000 students, which is an incredible impact to what we're offering and the opportunity here. So we'll be talking more about that. We cover that on Wednesdays. We have a Brain Food Academy open house where we, discuss it for parents and teachers and market what we're doing and educate the world on what Brain Food Academy is. Mondays are the, where we bring up the opportunity, but I'm just going to go over the compensation plan briefly, right? You get paid very well for bringing on any type of a wine customer, and your first 3 customers are worth the most because that creates a situation where you get free wine every month. You get $99.95 credit towards wine every month, right? Whether you're getting 4 bottles, 6 bottles, a case a month, or a case every other month, or a case every 3 months, those are the options we have in there. All red, all white, mix, all sorts of fun stuff we have with that. You're able to receive a credit of $99.95 every month once you have 3 customers. So if you're a customer that refers in 3, fantastic. And if you just refer 1, it's accumulation. So it's not, you don't have to have 3 that month to get credit. Once you accumulate 3 customer orders, you get free wine the following month. So if you have 3 customers ordering every month, you get free wine every month. If it's 2 out of 3 months, then you get free wine two out of 3 months. If you have 2 customers, right? If you have 1 customer and they order 3 months in a row, perfect. You get it every 3 months. And that is our referral program. And then we get really good compensation. And we're going to have a full breakdown and understanding of this. We cover on our Saturday trainings, which is at 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 Mountain, 11 Central, 12 noon Eastern on the same channel every Saturday. We go over awesome, a couple of wine and food pairings and information on the business and the growth of the business. And we really break down things. Compensation plan is explained in the videos you should have seen on coming in here. But basically, we have a left team and a right team. And as we grow that, you get paid very well. And the more you help grow theirs, the more you get paid. I'm going to summarize it like that. And it's all about getting them in there. When you bring in an ambassador, you're getting 50% of their activation, their starter kits, as we call them. And a starter kit is basically a case of wine or 2 cases of wine or 2 cases in our Grand Cru selection. And that's all in the video. You guys can see that. But it's literally, you make anywhere from $150 to $600 in the process of bringing on a new ambassador into our Wine of the Month program. And we have our ambassador program that is tied into Brain Food. And everything is, is there. We educate on this all the time. But as far as an opportunity, we've created this off the amazing value of wine. Wine proved the direct-to-consumer model. If you can do it with wine, we can do it with almost any product. And we literally have been proving out that we're bringing amazing wines every month to your door. And that is something that the world needs to see. And the more people we share this with, the more they understand. And the world's realizing there is lots of information coming out there that companies are putting chemicals in our foods. It's coming out. We just got to keep pushing it out there that they know that we have the right type of wines that they really want to consume and what they're meant to consume. And red wine especially has some amazing medicinal values, but our wines are made the right way, and you can just rest assured on that. All right, I'm going to invite you to get with the person that you came in. If you have not seen our wine presentation video, it explains this in complete detail and to get you in there. But as far as the opportunity, we want you to know what's behind the company. We teach you how to market, and we fund the marketing for you. That's from my wife, Tanya, and I. It's from our home to yours. We are in this building with you. We do not get salaries as owners and operators in the company. We make money the same way you do, which means we are very hands-on in helping you build the organizations and getting this message of wine, this message of DTC, direct to your home education, and all the residual affiliate marketing programs that we have to the marketplace. We drive it with you, and in our philanthropy, we literally fund the marketing. Get with the person, thank them big. If you're physically by them, give them a hug. Thank them for bringing you into this opportunity. Get in and let's go to work. God bless everyone. And